Many parents of engineering students wish that their wards, their children get a dream job while they are in the campus. But however, many a times it is observed that these parents and the students are unaware of the recruitment process, are unaware of the career options, and as a result they fail to get into a good company. So the objective of this series, the initiative taken by ACE Engineering College, is to make the parents and the engineering students aware of the whole of the recruitment process, like what are the types of job, what are the career options, how to prepare for campus recruitment or campus interviews, and so on. So my dear students and parents, welcome to ACE Engineering College. This is Dr. Khalil Khan, Professor of Computer Science, bringing up this lecture series with an intention to make the students and parents aware of this interview process. In my earlier video, I have talked about the various career options, exploring the various career paths, career options for particularly computer science and IT students. Okay. But however, I also made a mention that this, even though we are writing computer science, engineering and IT, but this is also equally applicable to the related streams of CSE, invariably like AI/ML, data science, IoT, and so on. So equally, the presentation is meaningful for those students also. So in today's sessions, boys and girls, we are going to talk about the types of placements for CSIT engineering students in particular, and however in general sense it can also be applicable to other students, other branch students from mechanical, electrical, also those who are aspiring for taking up a job in software based companies or software based jobs. Okay. So in this lecture I will emphasize on the types of kind of placements that happen in the campus, and what are the requirements for taking up, and then what are the various kinds of job options available, like we have government job, we have private jobs, within private we have different sectors. So therefore I advise the students and also their parents to get themselves well familiarized and make use of this series, right, so that they can motivate and they can guide their students as well at their home. Of course, we are also doing at our college. You can also basically take up the initiative of familiarizing and trying to motivate your kids, your child's wards, so that they can get a job into their dream company. Okay. So let's continue. First of all, we'll talk about the kind of placements that happen in the campus and off the campus. So first one is on-campus placements. So what happens here is essentially the company, through the placement wing of the program of the college, placement department of the college, basically sets up a schedule and hire the students exclusively of that college. Exclusive, it is exclusively for that college. That is called on-campus placements, and it is highly desirable that the students should try to get themselves placed through this option of on-campus placements. If not on campus, then you can have off-campus. Off-campus means maybe after completing the college or maybe while in the final year, you go to some other college and then you try to participate in the placement drive program. Generally what happens in off-campus is after completion of engineering, you try to apply on your own with the companies, and that is called off-campus recruitment. And the third is modality of referrals. That means those people who are working in the industry, right, you get in touch with them, you establish link with them, you establish connections with them, and then you try to influence them that you can basically recommend your case in the company. So that is the working people, they can refer you, and if you stand good, if you get selected, those people recommending your case will also get benefit in terms of perks and other options. So that is called referral. This is another mode of getting placed into the companies. And still we have like mass hiring drives. Generally what happens in some college, they take up in some college and then they invite students from different colleges. That is called mass hiring drives, different colleges. It may be in college, it may be in some hotel, or it may be in some other place as well. Mass hiring drives where students belonging to different colleges can participate in the placement program. These also another type of options. So, boys and girls, these are the different types. So, one is on campus, the other is off campus, the other is referrals, and the last one is basically like mass hiring drives. So, out of all these options, so my dear student, those who are particularly in first year, second year, third year, my sincere advice, my sincere request to them is try for getting through on campus, because you will have less competition. You have to compete among the students of your college, otherwise off campus means you have to compete globally. Mass hiring drive, you have to compete globally, and if you have the option of going with a referral, that is also an idealistic situation. But many a times people may, for freshers, that referral process doesn't work. Referral process is most of the time for basically the experienced people. So therefore, my advice is try your level best for getting into on-campus placement, getting your job or options with on-campus. Now, in my earlier lecture, if you follow, the link of that will be given in the description. I have pitched upon the various career options for engineering students, wherein we say you have options for higher studies, you have options for jobs. So, in my previous video, I have dealt in detail with regard to higher studies. Now, in this session, I am going to concentrate on jobs aspect. So, within jobs, again we said, if you remember and recollect, we have options of government job, we have options for private jobs. So, first part, I am going to take up the government job openings, government job options, particularly for CSIT, other related streams of CSE like AIML, data science and IoT, etc. Okay, what are government jobs? Generally, it is a misplaced convention or misplaced misconception of most of the engineering students. They think that, they believe that there are no government job options for computer science and IT students. So, my dear students, this is totally false. This is totally in negation. There are very good number of government job options openings available for CSIT students. There are. That's what I am going to talk about. And let me also tell you, for most of those government jobs, in majority of them, the requirement is GATE exam. They have to write the GATE exam in order to get qualified for taking up jobs in government sectors, also called PSUs, public sector units. Okay. So, for that you can refer in my previous video. I have made a detailed discussion with regard to what is called the GATE exam, what are the sections in the GATE exam, and then other details I have emphasized in that video. You can have a look at it. So, here we will see what are the various government job opportunities for computer science and related IT and other students. So, first is DRDO. So, undoubtedly this is one of the premier research organization of our country. So, if you stand a chance, you can get into a scientist level E or level F or level A or level B, like that. Okay. And then Electronics Corporation of India, ECIL, Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, Intelligence Bureau, IB. So, you can see very premier institutions of the country, they can get placed. National Investigation Agency, NIA. In addition to that, ISRO. Of course, ISRO, they conduct their own entrance examination, their own entrance exam. Maybe in some other video, I will get more details, the requirements and the recruitment total process of all these organizations like DRDO, ISRO, etc. But here, I am just going to touch upon what are the options available in the government sectors. And then you can also have CDAC, the National Projects Construction Corporation, then Bharat Electronics, then Steel Authority of India, plus one more important organization, HEC, HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. Their salary packages are very interesting and appealing as such. And then Bharat Petroleum, Indian Oil Corporation also, the salary package is very attractive for students. I have seen many students preparing for GATE, but eventually getting a good GATE score and then going into Oil Corporation with a starting package of 80,000, 90,000 per month. Okay? So, that is the kind of package they have. So, that is about government jobs. So, my dear students, I wanted to pitch upon, tell you that it is nothing like it, it is a myth in fact that there are no government job openings for computer science. There are a lot of government job openings for computer science, you can even think of that. If not government jobs, private sector, there are a lot of opportunities. So, let us try to explore and find out what are the opportunities available for in the private sector for the CSIT and related domain engineering students. So first you have options in product based IT companies, product based jobs, product based companies. What is product based company? Shortly in the video we will have a detailed look at it, okay. And if not product based, then you can even think of service based companies. So later in my later part of my video I am going to have detailed discussion with regard to product based and service based jobs, service based companies. If not, you can even think of nowadays online, a lot of opportunities are available for online gaming companies. Look at that, so many companies, electronics companies, automobile companies are looking for sophisticated automated systems, right? And then aerospace and aeronautical companies. And then you have pharmaceutical area, sports and fitness companies, social media, news and print media, manufacturing industry. So there are innumerable companies, innumerable domain where you can fit yourself, you can fetch a job in that company. Now what are the kind of software jobs available for CSIT, AIML, data science students? So these are the kind of roles I can have, the kind of jobs I can have. You can start with software developer, you can go for software development, you can go for application development, game developer, web designer, data scientist. So innumerable things. Available options are innumerable for CSIT and other domain of CSE. System analyst, consultant, technical author, applicationist. So based on your interest, based on your expertise, you can think of the job role. So there is no limit, limited job roles, I would say. Right, database administrator, social media manager, etc. And the present scenario, still there are so many options you can see. Software architect, network security engineer, machine learning, the trending topic of today's scenarios, machine learning, cloud engineer, web developer, user interface designer, mobile app developer, IT manager. So many options are available for you. So based on your interest, you can think and accordingly prepare for that kind of company and that kind of role. Look at that. The list continues. AI engineer, system engineer, information security analyst, security specialist, front-end developer, full stack developer. This is again a very attractive area, full stack development, video game developer, system architect, enterprise architect, security engineer, etc. So I just wanted to emphasize that there is no dearth, scarcity of jobs and domains. So what you have to do, you have to carefully think what is my area of expertise, what is the area where I have interest, and accordingly prepare for that kind of skill set so that you can take up job in your dream company of the dream role, right? So now coming to the topic software, kind of software jobs. We have product based, we have service based. What is product based? Shortly I will give you the definition. A company which develops its own product, that is called product based. A company that renders services, that provides services to other units, other organizations, that is called service based. Like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, these are product based companies. TCS, Infosys, right, Accenture, these are service based companies. So that is essentially. So here in the video we will have a brief discussion on product based and service based so that you can basically make yourself familiar in order to make a decision where you are going to land yourselves, product based and service based. Ideally speaking, every computer science student, IT student, AIML student, they basically aspire for taking up a job in product based. But what are the hardships? What are the challenges that you have to face for getting into a product based company? And what are the requirements of getting into service based companies? We will familiarize you in this video so that you can get an ample opportunity to make a decision. All right. So let's start. So if you see the software job, product based, a company which have their own product to promote or sell, examples Amazon, Alphabet, Google, Flipkart, etc. On the contrary, a company which do not have their own product, but however they provide services to other organizations or clients. Infosys, Accenture, TCS, Cognizant, Wipro, Capgemini, these are some of the examples of service based jobs or service based companies, etc. Now if you see the demarcation of it, basically the learning process here while you are working in the company, product based company, the learning process, if you see, it is highly optimized, highly good, optimized and efficient means are used for enabling their engineers or their workers, the clients to basically optimize on. Whereas in service based companies, it is an average learning experience, right? You have to basically support the projects. There is no choice for stream or for freshers. That means in short, what I am trying to say, in product based companies you are given a platform where you can think, research and promote your own ideas, and there is a vast scope for your self development. whereas in service based companies it is a limited scope. The learning is limited. Many a times you will have to basically not going for development, but support the developed systems, or basically provide sort of kind of maintenance and troubleshooting. So there is a limited learning environment, and that is why most people they prefer to go for product based companies. And here I have listed out all the details in the form of a comparative chart between product based and service based. So these are the companies that have their own products to sell, and examples I have given. These companies may or may not have their own product, but their primary business is service. They work for other organizations, or we can say that they are clients of product based companies. They are clients of product based companies. I have already gave the examples of them. These look at that. The hiring process in product based company is limited, whereas the hiring process here is in mass recruitment. They recruit in hundreds if not in thousands, and they recruit hardly maybe from reputed institutions like IITs, NITs, and they don't conduct campus recruitment in tier 3 colleges. So there is another alternative channel for appearing for recruitment process in product based company for the students working studying in tier 3 colleges. So that we will take up in another video, how you can basically from tier 3 college, how a student can try for placement in product based companies. We will have a look at it in another video. They provide very high salaries and hikes. The salary is revised based on the cost of living, but these have limited salary, less salary and hike. These conduct more interviews rounds. Cracking interviews a bit difficult than service based company. That is a major challenge for product based. Obviously, when the work environment is thrilling and exciting in product based company, the recruitment process also will be very tough. It will not be an easy cakewalk, right? So they have lot of rounds, and they have lot of programming and HR round, technical round, and so on. The learning curve is highly optimized, efficient. So as you get to work of the latest technologies, so flexible office timings, all you need to do is finish your work in the given time frame or deadline constraints. So that is the work environment that you get to work in a product based companies. On the other hand, the learning curve is average, strict office timings around 7 to 9 hours, and maybe sometime more than that in service based jobs. So as such, in short, what we are trying to say is, it should be the dream of every engineering student to aspire, if not immediately, after a period of time, to try for a job in product based companies. So do remember guys that getting in, most of the time product based companies, they conduct on campus in reputed institutions like IITs, NITs, IIITs, and even in some central universities. Okay. So these are some of the product based companies in detail. Again, we have already seen. So Cisco, Adobe, Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, Google, right? And then IBM, Intel, McAfee, PayPal, Flipkart, etc. And so companies might be your dream job if you are a passionate programmer, and you might be aware of the perks, pay, etc. So that is the prestige that you have for working in product based companies. You have a lot of perks, you have a lot of ample scope and opportunity for your professional and personal growth when you are working in product based companies. Okay. So cracking the interview is not easy. There are a lot of rounds to be conducted, and you need to be technically very solid in terms of knowledge, technical knowledge, in terms of programming experience, in terms of aptitude, in terms of analytical abilities. So overall, a product based company would look in a comprehensive skill set from the students, a comprehensive personality in all aspects. You should be good in communication, you should have a good personality, you should have a good technical knowledge, you should have good quantitative knowledge. Okay. So all aspects you have to be an extremely a fulfilling engineer. So look at that, there are nearly 6 to 7 rounds of interview process. Aptitude and logical reasoning, technical round, can you code in data structure, DSA, that is a major component that you have to basically gain an experience or become an expert in data structures and algorithms. You should have good project knowledge, managerial round, HR round. So many rounds are conducted. So you need to make basically an expert in all these domains in order to basically compete or contend for product based company. So ultimately, what will be the benefits that you are going to get? I have highlighted in terms of packages, in terms of the following heads. So you have a package on around nothing less than 10 lakhs and go up to 40 to 50 lakhs. Product based companies pride in their pure development environment. There is a good hierarchy, flat hierarchy. Moreover, manager treats you like an equal. There is nothing like boss and then subordinate. you get enough exposure to work in the best possible platform. Career, product-based companies offer shortcuts into one's future. So if you are doing really well, then you can climb up the ladder of the recruitment or the ladder of the promotions very fast. And lot of amenities are there in product-based companies like parties, gym, cabs, bonuses, vacations, no dress code either. So these are the relative benefits, right, that product-based companies offer for you. Now, undoubtedly in service-based companies also there are some certain service-based companies that also provide a very good environment, congenial environment for their employees, for their workers. So you can aspire for that also. If you believe that, no, I am not that competent enough for product-based companies immediately, I will think after 3-4 years. So meanwhile, I should try for service-based companies, then you should go for good top-level service-based companies, right. So some of the service-based companies, particularly in subcontinent and also at international level, as you can see, Infosys, TCS, Mindtree, Hexaware, Coforge, Cognizant, Capgemini, and Tech Mahindra, Larsen and Toubro, and Mphasis, L&T. Okay. And the list does not end there. We also have some service-based companies in the area of online gaming. Like for example, these are some of the gaming companies in the domain of service-based. Okay. And coming to the sports and fitness also, nowadays the IT segment is also influencing in this area of sports and fitness. You find lot of competition. So therefore, there are companies, these are, if you have the liking towards sports and basically like fitness, then you can think of opting your career in these companies. Like you have NVIDIA, ClickBuzz, Crickinfo, Decathlon, Sportskeeda, ESPN, and so on. Okay. There are, in addition to that, there are other domains also, there are other areas, other companies also where you can basically think of opting your career in this, like for example, Collins Aerospace, Altair, Client, Dassault Systems, ANSYS, GE Capital, PTC, MathWorks, Spectrum Software, etc. So boys and girls, I just wanted to inform you that if you are competent enough, then there is no limit for you, sky is the limit. There are several options available for you. The only thing is you should basically have the skill set, necessary skill set to opt for in that corresponding domain, Now cracking the interviews in service-based companies. You need good communication skills, easy questions on data structures and algorithm than in comparison to product-based. For product-based, DSA will be very tough. You have to basically you need to have good experience in digital platforms like LeetCode and then HackerRank and etc. You need to have solved several problems, hundreds of problems in order to get into DSA competency level for product-based companies. But on the other hand, a reasonably good exposure of DSA is sufficient for service-based companies. You need to be having good academic record. You should not have backlogs. You should not have a grade point average less than some 7 or a 7.5 like that. So maintaining a good consistent academic record. Project related questions will be put, and then database knowledge, operating system knowledge, English comprehension for the written test. So these are the things. As such, you don't need to be technically very strong in all the other subjects of computer science and IT. You need to be very strong only in communication aspect, aptitude, analytical aptitude, verbal aptitude, quantitative aptitude, and the basics of coding. If you are well versed with, then you definitely stand a chance to crack the interviews in this. So in many of the tier 3 colleges, definitely top level and mid level service based companies conduct on campus, off campus and mass hiring drives. So you can think of participating in those areas. Okay. And here in the last part, I would like to, as a case study, show you some of the companies and their relevant details, because when you are basically planning for recruitment or planning to appear for recruitment, then it is highly important that you have to get yourself familiarized with the company details. That is one of the important requirement. Like I want to try for a job in TCS, so I should know what is the whole background of TCS, their projects, their expertise, right, and their packages, what are the areas they are presently working in, and then your interest, so that it matches with the company's requirements, so that you can get into it. So making yourself familiarized with the company is primarily important. So in that aspect, Here I am going to give you some case study on some of the companies, top tech companies in India. Like first one starting with is Google, established in 1998. It's an MNC company. It is also located in Hyderabad, for example. And the kinds of jobs they offer, I have listed out here. You can see software engineer and then data scientist, network engineer, test engineers. It hires freshers also through Google official website. You have to go there and get the details. Okay. So coding contest is also one of the important step in climbing up into the company like Google. Minimum to maximum salary 10 lakhs to 3 crore CTA. Skills required, look at that, that's important. Programming, data structures, algorithm, data science and networking. These are the important requirements for Google. Like that for Microsoft, also located in Hyderabad, established in 1975. Okay, kinds of jobs offered: entry level engineer, software engineer, hires freshers through scholarship program and internship. So internship is also important. While you are in second year, while you are in third year, you should try very hard for internships in premier companies like this, so that you stand a chance to get absorbed through internship, on campus and off campus, written and online test, technical and HR interview. Minimum to maximum salary mentioned. Skills required, you can check. Okay, C, Java, Python, and then basics of data structures and algorithm, that is sufficient enough. Okay, so that is about Microsoft. Next, coming to Oracle. Again, this company is also located in Hyderabad. So those students who are pursuing their engineering from Hyderabad, they have a pretty good chance that you can opt for these companies. You can try for these companies. So these are the kinds of jobs offering at Oracle. Okay, it also have job role of cloud architect, data scientist, and freshers are hired through their HRMS, HRMSI. These are their recruitment test. Okay, Oracle iRecruitment. Interview process is also there, technical and HR interview. Minimum to maximum salary mentioned. Skills required: SQL, database knowledge is quite essential for Oracle, obviously. Algorithm, data structures and basics of cloud computing. Those are the skill requirement for Oracle. Now coming to IBM, it also has a center in Hyderabad. The kind of jobs offering at IBM: developer, software engineer, data scientist. The freshers are hired through IBM official site. Apply in IBM career, technical interviews is there, HR interviews there. Minimum to maximum salary is also very attractive. And if you see the skills required: technical subject knowledge, algorithm, data structure. So what I am trying to emphasize is, in almost all these premier companies, right, data structures and algorithm is very important. So for those students who are in first year and second year, please make a note of this. Don't try to neglect data structures and algorithm. That is primarily very important. Okay. Next, coming to Dell, also located in Hyderabad. Jobs offering at the level of software engineer. Freshers are hired through Dell official website, assessment CoCube like AMCAT. These are also the assessment platform which can be used to get into Dell. Minimum to maximum salary is slightly average, 6 to 8 lakhs. And the skill requirements are again same thing: strong technical knowledge, programming and data structures. Now coming to Amazon. Amazon also has a location in Hyderabad. And the jobs offering, again you can see software engineer, data scientist, cloud architect. Freshers are hired through official website, online coding round, multiple technical rounds, HR round. Minimum to maximum salary is in the range from 6 to 20 lakhs. Skills required, you can see programming, data structures, operating system, networking, DBMS, algorithms. So a lot of technical subjects involvement in the Amazon recruitment process. Then like that, now coming to the service based, those were product based companies. Now coming to some of the few of them from the service based domain, like you take TCS, located in Hyderabad as well. Jobs offering: software engineer, assistant system engineer, trainee, programmer. Freshers are hired through TCS NQT, you know it, Ninja, TCS Digital Assessment platforms also like CoCube and AMCAT. Salary can go up to 10 lakhs max. Skills required: algorithms and data structures. Obviously, when I say data structures, it means programming also. Now coming to Infosys, that is also one of the good company. The jobs offering: software engineer, power programmer. Programmer hires freshers through InfinityQ, assessment cube, assessment through CoCube and AMCAP, and the highest package can go up to 15 lakh. And the skill requirements are the same thing: programming, algorithms and data structures. And then Cognizant. So jobs offering at Cognizant: software engineer, software trainee. The hiring through assessment platforms of CoCube and AMCAT, and it can also visit on campus. Written test is there, interview is there. minimum to maximum salary up to 8 lakhs. Skills required, same thing, PDA, programming data structures and algorithms. Then Cisco, again a product based company located in Bangalore particularly, and the CCNA certification is the basic means through which you can get the recruitment there, and it has a very interesting package. The maximum salary can go up to 40 lakhs per annum, okay, CTA, and skills required is essentially computer networks and CCNA certification. Of course, during the internship recruitment, again you need to be basically skillful with respect to some programming language and also programming and data structures. So in general, at the end, I would like to give some suggestions, important suggestions for you. So if you see these scenarios, case studies, we have seen that essentially a student need to be very good in communication. A student need to be having good aptitude, quantitative aptitude, analytical aptitude, and then programming experience. At least make sure that CSIT and related CSE stream students, that you are versatile in at least 2 to 3 programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, or at least C++, Java, Python, if not C. Make yourself well comfortable. Do lot of programming. Start with initial data structure programming and do algorithm programming. Right, make a habit that you solve some problems, at least 2 to 3 problems before going to bed. You make this habit. That way you will inculcate the interest and catch up, so that at some point of time, if not immediately, at some point of time, after some point of time, you stand definitely a chance to compete for product based companies or top level service based companies. So therefore, you are required to build a video resume along with your regular curriculum vitae, along with your resume. Your CV should reflect your personality. That is very important. Okay, like what you need to justify whatever you have written in your CV. So don't copy from others. Be what you are in originality. Don't try to copy and there. So you might copy from somebody and that skill is not in you, and then that will basically create a lot of problem. And don't, I am telling very clearly, build your LinkedIn profile. This is highly important because many referrals are taken from LinkedIn profiles. Do courses and certifications as per your interest. Like you are learning in Python, give a certification like NPTEL or others. Or if you are taking up a course in data science, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision, take assessment test. Carry the assessment test, that will definitely have value. And this is very, very important according to me, particularly of our Telugu students. Most of them, they cannot open up properly, they cannot speak properly. So boys and girls, it is my humble request, develop your communication skills. Start communicating with your peers, with your friends in English. Don't communicate within Telugu. Communicate in English. You develop that habit. If you feel that you are weak in English, make a habit to read the newspapers at least daily 10 to 15 minutes. Learn new words, right? Communicate, that is highly important. Because computer science students, IT students, AI, ML, data science, all these students, they are going to work in MNC, they are going to work in collaborative environment, so wherein the global language is English. So if you feel that you are weak in English, do pay attention to this aspect and focus on that. And this is also very important, develop leadership skills. Try to conduct some competitions, some sort of events in your college and participate in that, so that you get opportunity to mingle with others, speak with others, and organization and leadership skills you try to develop. So these are some of the important aspects to develop your personality. So as such, a multifaceted personality is expected by the companies from the budding engineers. So this is what I have in my presentation. In the next presentation, I would like to basically touch upon several issues. This is a series of lectures. So in another lecture, perhaps we will address upon like how to get placed outside the college or outside campus if you don't get selected in campus, right? How to basically try for getting placement off campus by chance, by luck, if you don't get placement in that. And then the strict requirements for DSA. Like if you want to do competitive programming, what are the requirements of it? We'll bring a video in that will facilitate you to prepare for competitive programming. Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much for patience watching in this video.